Good morning, everybody. Today, we're making pie crust. Something easy to make, but can be a pain in the caboose as well. We're going to start off with 2.5 cups of the all-purpose flour. You want to make sure that the butter you are going to use is very, very cold. There's one. I'm trying to use up what I have left in this container before I open my new bag. There's 2. I don't know if I've got another 1/2 cup in here or not, but we're going to try. Woo! A little more than 1/2 cup. Alright, 2.5 cups. And I didn't even have to break into the new one. Thank goodness. Alright, to that you are going to add 1 teaspoon of sugar. I just find it gives it a little bit of a better taste. 1 teaspoon of salt. Ooh, I'm wearing my flour. I'm not going to use a full teaspoon. I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon. Only because I am using salted butter. Alright. And then you can cube up your butter, but I find the easiest way to do this is to grate it. Just makes it work a little easier. And as I said, you want this butter to be extremely cold. I recall when I was a child, my mom making pie crust. And my mom loves to bake. She's a very good baker. Pie crust is not one of her friends, though. She normally ends up buying pre-made pie crust just because she hates making pie crust. So she was making a pie, and the pie crust was not cooperating with her the way she wanted it to. It ended up going flying across the room. So, I am going to try this. I have made pie crust in the past. But this is a different recipe than the one my mom used. So, hopefully, the pie crust doesn't go flying across the room. So you want 1 cup of very cold butter. As I said, you can cube this up. I just find it a little easier to grate it in. And when it's cold like this, it grates very, very easily, very, very quickly. Just like that. This is one of the best gadgets my mom could have ever bought for me. I love this thing. I use it for everything. We're just gonna use a little fork to get all that butter out of there. Any leftovers that might have got stuck. Clean it off of here. All right. I'll put this over in the sink. And then all you're going to do, a lot of people use a fork. I don't. I use my hands. You just want to squish that butter up in there in your flour mixture until you got like pea-sized granules. You want it nice and crumbly. Just like that. Nice and crumbly. And then you want to take some ice cold water and I'm going to do a couple of tablespoons at a time. I'm just going to pour it in. You want to make sure your water is ice cold. We're going to do 4 tablespoons to start. The recipe calls for 8, but you may find that you need a little more. You may find you need a little less. It just depends. My cat is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We gave him a catnip toy this morning, so he is all kinds of happy. We're just going to keep mixing this up. Keep adding our water. There's 6 tablespoons. We're going to do 2 more. Oh, we don't want the ice cube. There we go. All right. 8 tablespoons of ice cold water. And you're just going to mix this up until it starts to come together. And when you can pick a handful of it up and mush it together like that, and it stays, then it's ready. We're going to actually add another 2 tablespoons of water because it is still a little on the dry side. There we go. Now we're getting it. All right, now it's coming together. We're going to take this, once I clean my hand off a little bit, and we are going to dump it out onto the counter and just kind of work the rest of that flour in. You may need to add more water at this point. You want this dough to come together similar to a biscuit dough or a bread dough. I am going to add a little bit more water to this around the edges, just so that it can get a little stickier and hold together a little better. as I said, I have made pie crust in the past. Just not this recipe. So, but I was told that you may have to do a little tweaking on it as far as the water goes. You may have to add a little more to get it to come together the way you want it. It is coming together very nicely though. Very nicely. You are looking for a somewhat smooth texture for this. The more you work it, the smoother it'll get. It also gets all that butter incorporated into your flour nicely. I really need to invest in one of those scrapers because I do not have one. And making stuff like this that sticks to your table is not always fun trying to get it off. Alright, we have got this almost to the point that I want it. So, I'm going to get a knife. And we're just going to cut this in half. We're just going to kind of shape it into a ball the best way you can. Just like that. And then you are going to get some saran wrap. Plastic wrap, saran wrap. Whatever works for you. You're going to lay it out. You're going to put your dough ball in the middle, kind of flatten it out a little bit. And you're just going to wrap up your dough ball. Just like that. Do the same with your second ball. Just like this. We're just going to wrap it up like this. Kind of flatten them down a little bit. These are going to go into the refrigerator for an hour to 2 hours. So we will see you when we get ready to roll it out. Ta-ta for now.
Hey friends, let's spread some kindness. First, give me a thumbs up. Next, ring the bell for updates. And subscribe for more fun.